Checkmate with one rook. These positions are similar to queen's checkmate positions. To checkmate the opponent's king, we should drive him to the corner. If with a single queen it was possible to drive the opponent's king to the corner of the board, then with a rook we need the help of our own king. The king and the rook, helping each other, push the opponent's king to the corner and checkmate him. Let's start from simple positions. For example, this position. Here we have already driven the opponent's king to the corner and it's left just make a waiting move. For example, rook c6. They have just one move, king a8 and rook c8 checkmate. This one is also simple because the opponent's king is already in the last line. So we just play king e6, not king f6 because they will escape. That's why let's play king e6. They have two continuations, king e8 and king g8. If they play king e8, so it's much more easier to checkmate because we already control all these squares. So they play king g8, trying to escape. And here we just follow king f6, king h8, king g6, and it's left just to play king g8, the only free square. And right now, rook a8 with a checkmate. All these squares we control with our king. Let me show another position. Here we check from a7. Black can go back, f8, g8, h8, and also they can go down to h6. Here again, we just make a waiting move, the only move, king h5, and again, rook h7, checkmate. Let's go back after rook a7 check. If they play king f8, it's the same as it was in the previous position, so we play king e6. If they play king g8, we play king f6, king f8, rook a8, checkmate, king h8, we continue following, just then to checkmate. Here, after rook a7 check, if they play king h8, so king g6, king g8, rook a8 with a checkmate. And the last position in this topic, let's try this time to drive the opponent's king to the corner right from the center. So we play rook a5, we cut the opponent's king's way. If king d6, again we control this square, so now we can check and again to drive back. If they play king f6, now let's reduce the opponent's king's space. Rook e5, king g6, we approach with our king, then king f4, king g6. Now we can check from e6. Again, if they play king h5, we can make a waiting move, king h4, rook h6, checkmate. Let's go back after our check when they play king f7. So we come closer with our king. The king and the rook are helping each other. King f5, king g7, and again we can check from e7. King h6, waiting move. King h5, rook h7, checkmate. Then rook e7 check. If they go back, again king f6, king g8, rook e8 check, king h7, and waiting move. King h6 and rook h8 with a checkmate.